naive and didn't know any better. And because of that, I had a terrible engagement, and I would never repeat that. Even with the nicest person in the world, there is no need for me to marry. I'm happy leading an independent life, and you can love and spend the rest of your days with the most amazing person. You don't have to marry them. I think that's a very archaic tradition, and I've yet to ever meet somebody who is happily married. So prove me wrong, please. Pruwaka says, good morning from Indonesia. Good morning. Good evening from England. Patel says, my heart, queen, only you. Oh, thank you. James says, hi. Malang says, love from India. And Mohammed says, I love you. Oh, thank you, guys. Welcome to Monday. So I've drawn a card from this pack, and it has lots of lovely things to reflect upon, to talk about life and all of these wonderful things that we can just celebrate and reflect and enjoy, and also think outside the box. So this card is about appreciating yourself, and I would love for you to answer this question for me in your own words about yourself, as I'm going to answer the question about myself in my words, so we can compare how we think and feel about appreciating ourselves. So the question here is, what 3 positive words would describe you best? So I would say adventurous, that's a positive word. Considerate, because I'm always thinking of others around me. I think that's part of being a mother. And enthusiastic, because I am like a puppy at Christmas. Every aspect of life I get so excited about, so hyped. And I just want to learn as much as possible. I want to see and think and feel and understand and just immerse myself in life. So yes, definitely adventurous. I'm climbing a mountain, Mount Snowdon, next week, which will be numerous mountains that I've done now. Considerate, because I love being a mum. I love being kind and loving and gentle and patient with others. And enthusiastic, because I have so much energy for life. Life is entirely what you make it. And if you put your energy, your interest, your enthusiasm, your passion into something, it can never fail as long as you keep trying. So those are the 3 words that I would use to describe me. What 3 words would you use to describe yourself, and why? I would love to see your answers there. So scrolling your comments, AB says, hi, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Azul says, India, it's 10:39 at the moment at night time. My goodness, so you are like 4 hours? It's 6:11 in the UK, so you're like 4 and a bit hours. I always thought that time differences are an hour block at a time. I didn't realize you could have minutes as well. But that's crazy, isn't it? But welcome. Thank you for staying up late to hop on and join me on my live. I'm having a nice cup of green tea. And then I need to run my son to a Scouts class, which is always good fun for him. So I'll have to leave shortly to go and take him to his evening adventure class. Jay says, amen. Absolutely. Scrolling your comments. Haroon says, how are you? Nice video. Oh, thank you. I'm very well, thank you. I've had an entire day on a shoot, so I'm rather drained and would love to put my pajamas on and have an early night, but I've got so much work to do. And I'm dropping my son at his Scouts class. I believe they are shooting this evening, so they have rifles and target practice, which should be really good fun. Did you guys ever do Scouts, or did you have mountaineering groups that you joined, cadets, or any kind of group where you learn about survival and adventure and camping and bushcraft and skills in nature? I think my son absolutely adores it, and maybe if I was his age, I probably would have loved to have done it too. Abdul says, love you. Thank you, Abdul. Sending love and light to you all. Rakesh says, love you. And Harry says, love. Lots of love this evening. So kind of you. Thank you. Paul says, I'm better after seeing your video. Oh, thank you, Paul. I would love to hear your answers to this question. What 3 positive words would best describe you? I would love to hear that. I would love to hear some lovely things that you say about yourself, because I think we go through life always with this negative lens towards ourselves. We think, I should have done that better. I could have been younger or prettier or taller or slimmer or X, Y, and Z, we always insult ourselves. We always kind of say the worst critiques that other people we presume would think of us, when in reality, they don't even notice. They're not bothered. They don't care. But we see our vulnerabilities, our insecurities, and we bring them up to the surface and we kind of pick at them like a scab until we feel hurt and sad, and it lowers our self-esteem. But actually, how often do we compliment ourselves? How often do we say, I'm proud that I achieved that? Oh my goodness, I'm really surprised. I'm really thankful that I was able to overcome this challenge, that I completed this task, and that now I deserve a treat. Now I should reward myself for all of the hard work and effort that I put into doing this. How often do we remember to be kind